It is time to feast upon all of this food. Hello everyone, it's SK95. Welcome back to more Donkey Kong Bonanza. Last time, we managed to complete the entirety of the Groove Layer and getting Pauline back. This time, we're going to be checking out this new layer, the Feast Layer. All about foodies. No, I am not kidding. There is a new type of fossil, by the way, very beginning. Right over here, there's a new fossil called a tire. Now, the tire itself is hard to get, but old tire is based on the tire that you found in DK's hut in the original game, including Donkey Kong 64. Really interesting when you think about it harder. Now, that's pretty much all there is to write about that one entirely. Welcome to the Feast Layer. Here you can join a factory tour and learn all about the wonders of food processing. How delightful. And please, you must try our famed banana burger. Ooh.
You hear that, DK? A banana burger and a factory tour. Sign me up. It doesn't sound far. We should go.
We shall go toward the Feast Layer. The Feast Layer is another breakaway from the action. And unlike the previous breakaway, this one's a bit more, what's what I'm looking for? Oh yeah, a little bit complicated. Also, another fossil here is referenced to the older game, Katunoi Tube. Basically a TV set. Essentially, this thing set is based on the original TV set from the actual original game. Again, there's a lot of references to the original games, believe me, and this is just another one of them. Now, unironically enough, there actually is another fossil in the very beginning that you will likely miss if you're not careful. Believe me, I've done it way too many times. So in fact, there's one over here, but you have to go inside this lion's mouth. Now, unfortunately, as you see, it is taking 6 hits to take down the walls. Unfortunately, it's something that usually happens when you're doing this layer. If your terrain strength is too low, you take double the hits to break it down. And if you're trying to play a no-skill upgrade, oh heavens, you will do not want to play with no skills on, because man, is it bad. Because seriously, your abilities are so hampered when you have no skills. I've seen people do it. It's not fun. It's not legitimately fun in the slightest. So regardless, there's actually a new Fracton, a lion Fracton. Where are we going to do? That monk is getting in our way. I said monk. It's horrible. It's roarable. But hitting the muck with salt seems to get rid of it. Yes, that's what I was been doing. Hey, while you're ignoring the factory, could you throw salt at that stuff when you get a chance? We'd be so grateful. I love lion puns. Honestly, lions are funny. Especially in this game. But there is no lions in this game, so yeah. Positives and negatives. Although, to be fair though, there's nothing really else in the beginning now, so we're actually pretty fine to go across. Salt itself is not a food item, so you're not going to be able to eat it. You can use it to destroy any of the muck around the area, and that's pretty much the only thing you have to do with it. Now, outright speaking, I'm going to say it's outright. We are likely going to spend 2 episodes in this Feast Layer because the layer is actually pretty long, deceptively. Hello. Your attention, please. Turn your gaze to the point just past the factory's gate. That's the pride of Banana Burger production. Line. The pride of our factory. We have our answers. And there is even one of those things right over here that we all know. It's a Saga of the Explorer on verse 26. Just now, an appetizing aroma stopped us in our tracks. A gallant-looking creature with a bushy tail of hair, almost mane-like, called out to us. His sharp claws and fangs were off-putting at first, but he offered us a hearty, if not hairy, welcome. We must know what this hamburger he speaks of is about. So yeah, there's no time difference when it comes to the actual Explorer Tone as well as this layer. So yeah, now getting fossils with the muck is a little bit more annoying because you can actually hit the muck or the fossil itself. You want to aim for the fossil's other side and not hit the muck. Basically, that's how it works. Honestly, I hate going in detail for that, but honestly, there's no choice. Now, I believe there is another fossil nearby. There's a muck over here, but there's also a fossil inside the muck, so yeah, not too fun. Now, ironically enough, this layer is probably the easiest when it comes to it, and you see a familiar face, the chimp from Lagoon Lair. I traveled all the way here just to get a taste of that giant banana burgers folks are always going on about. Supposedly, it's a burger that also is a tower. And I hear they let you eat any chunk of it off. You tear off. The Banana Burger Tower is supposed to be behind the main gate over yonder. I guess that's a main cat. I couldn't help myself. Throw out the muck and you can get rid of them quickly, but as you see, it's gonna take a few hits before we can take this down. Now, a lot of the layer is a lot of fun carnival ride, but there's also a lot of problems with it, such as you saw right there, I could not hit it. I kept hitting the fossil for no reason. Unfortunately, just something happens. You have to make sure you're actually aimed properly, otherwise that happens repeatedly. And since salt is a light material, I recommend being a little bit more conservative. All right, there we go. Now, as you see, I cannot bust anything but that actual terrain. I had no choice but to do it in order to actually hit the muck itself. I would bust the other side, but I really don't want to bust the other side. There we go, another old tire. We're going to need a couple before we can actually get access to the outfits. Now, outright speaking, if you go below, there's actually a lot of things to do. There's more fossils down here. Let's throw at this fossil. Old tire again. That's 5. We need a few more before we have access to a special fossil. And rather, the special outfits. And I busted it up entirely. Hey. All right, there we go. Another banana. Ooh. Snacking from the stock room. I am stealing the stock. I'll take your entire stock. If I wish I debated on it, but I really wish I did not use up all of my dang skill points on blasted HP. I'd rather have used it on something inviolable, such as strength, because man, HP is not necessary for a lot of things in the game. A banana among friends. Now, the feast layer itself is actually one of the more fun layers I've enjoyed back when I first played the game. It's a lot of unique features, such as the fact that you're, well, food hunting. It's all about food. It reminds me of another layer, another game as well. Mario Odyssey had something similar with a different layer all about food as well, but I could not remember, though. I honestly have not played that game in a while before I can actually memorize it. Honestly, I try to memorize everything I can in my gaming aptitude, but old habits die hard. I am really bad at memorizing things when it comes down to things I usually don't worry about all that often or don't pay attention. So destroy the muck and destroy all that muck. This is a bad muck compared to the good muck. After all, the good muck is the poison dark type. Kidding. That, man, Pokemon logic. Anyway, more tires back here. Let's go and grab them. Hey, okay, you know what? Okay. Okay, there we go. Old tire's been gone. Hey, wait a minute. I see a fossil. But part of me doesn't want to do it anyway, so yeah. This actually leads you outside. Like, you're not supposed to do this, but it is what it is. This is actually a rail area for something in the future. We'll talk about that when we get to it. Just know there's minecarts here, and then you can basically use them. Now, I believe there is another fossil on this other side, which is going to be just enough to smack that. Okay, get enough for another old tire, which means I can finally access all the outfits here. Let's build ourselves a constructo in development here and actually have our cannon so we can go back up immediately afterwards. I think that would be pretty good. Wouldn't you think so? When it comes to the area's theme, though, it's all carnival theme and all based around a fair. It's not hard to understand. Although it's mostly a production plant, it kind of reminds you of Hershey's and other places like that. But beyond that, I really can't say there's anything too unique about it. Antiquitoid times 5. Guess what you're doing of the Antiquitoids? You're bouncing on bounce houses. Rolling was your complete and utter friend here. And believe me when I say this, rolling is insanely broken. Okay, okay, okay. Whoa, buddy, hello. Oh, buddy. Come here. Okay, you know what? Come here. Yeah, by the way, if they fall, they automatically die, so it's actually pretty hilarious when you see them die and fall to the pits. Bouncy beatings. Now, then, we're done with that. Now, honestly speaking, I recommend being used of getting your Bananza done fast. What do I mean by that exactly? Well, it's because the Bananza transformations are going to be very vital, and you want to be used to actually swapping between them very fast. Believe me when I say this, there's something coming up in the future, but you really want to make sure you're good at it when it comes down to targeting one of them or not. Although...
Ooh, it's so fun here. Time to kick back and enjoy ourselves.
Yes, indeed. Let's go ahead and activate the main gig market. Now, outright speaking, there are, of course, all the shops. There's even that shop we all know and love. The dang shop called the Ship Exchange. Let's go and exchange our Ship Exchange for the guaranteed banana for this part of the layer. Oh, banana feast Ship Exchange. Just enough for a skill point. And that's 1 skill point down. We need 3 more before we can access the level 4 strength. There is another one of these again. Let's go throw this in the muck. Now, outright speaking, another banana here. We want to be careful not to throw it at the wrong spot, but it's not going to be easy. I think I can get away with that. Yes, I can. Although the banana itself is making things a bit awkward. There we go. It's hovering in midair now. Okay. Fun. Well, okay. You know what? Come here. There we go. A slime slather treat. Ew, they're eat. Or rather, eggs. Whatever. I don't really worry about that much. Okay. Let's go ahead and go behind this one, because I believe this one has more gold for us. But beyond that, there's not much around here that you really have to worry about too much. Let's get the new outfit that we can possibly get on, because honestly, it's right here, and I'd like to get the new outfit immediately before anything else is happening. First things first, the shockproof breeches. They reduce the shock damage from any iron or muck by 20%. You're going to run into electricity and iron, and this actual pants will be very useful. Next up, the Yum Yum tie. Now it's interesting. Pressing Y to any food or food-based terrain will recover your HP instead. Will double the effectiveness as well. Now, another thing of it, it can also really work in example such as back on the resort layer. Prime Feast apparel is, during Bananza, your health will gradually recover. Because of that, that'll allow you to re-heal your HP quickly and fast. If you're doing something like a big boss battle that's going to take a while, use that item and immediately equip it to you, and you'll be good. In fact, I'm going to swap my outfit now because I haven't had an outfit change in a while. All right, let's start with our outfits. Let's go all the way to the bottom. Yum Yum tie.
Looking good.
Next up is our shockproof breeches, and last but not least, it is the Prime Feast apparel. Definitely looks like somebody at a convention going to enjoy, well, all the tasty treats. I really wish I could record more. Honestly, I've had a lot of issues recording lately, mostly because real life stuff has been getting in the way, but beyond that, I really can't say there's anything too much about it. Freestyle Bananza City Smash. Compared to the previous one where you were forced to use one Bananza at a time, this one requires multiple. Now, there are a few ways to cheese this in the very beginning. First, you can use the power of Elephant Bananza, and then immediately suck up immediately, and as you see, it causes terrain damage while you're not inside that area yet. You can even throw terrain while you're in there. It's really useful and very easy to do, and honestly, this is very cheap usage of it, but it's honestly pretty entertaining to do. Believe me when I say this, I'd recommend doing this only because it's a lot faster than doing your typical other strategy. I think I can get away with, there we go. Got him. Almost had him. Let's go inside already. You need to do this in 60 seconds, believe me, it's not fun. Like every other time, Boom Bomb is your friend. And Boom Bomb. And Boom Bomb. Now you want to actually go over here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. And then boom. There we go. Gold. I'm going to need that desperately. Get more Boom Bombs again. Now I recommend keeping your Bananza transformations up as much as possible. Next up, you want to go over this way and use Zebra. And then once you get all the way across, the actual thing will break apart immediately, and you can get across quickly. Activate your Elephant Bananza one more time, and then throw Boom Bombs immediately. Hey. Okay. 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 All done. 20 seconds down. That is the entirety of this area done. Concrete fills up the most potential of anything in the game. Now, interestingly enough, there's a lot of enemies in this area. And if you purposely fail at the no-go too fast, enemies killing themselves will allow you to actually get a lot of chances at music CDs. You can come here a lot to do it, and you can even repeat it process immediately. Now you're probably wondering, where the heck is the hidden banana? Well, if you go over here and hit this repeatedly until it gets to the top, roll off, and then roll off into it, banana right here. Lost and found under the building. Yeah, that was a lost and found, all right, but not really that bad. But regardless of that, let's go ahead up and actually start leaving by going next for the bananas we already so richly deserve. 3 bananas in this area is actually really good. A lot of the bananas here are going to be a lot big stockpile for you to actually get new abilities or rather power yourself up because it's another breakaway from the action. In case you're wondering how close we are to the end, we are 2 layers left. Yeah, I'm not kidding. The fact that this game is coming closer and closer to the end is both nice and also not so nice because this game is shorter than my Xenoblade XLP. Hello from New York Return Real Estate. Let's go build a getaway here, of course. And I will say outright, it's a little bittersweet the fact that the game's ending now when I really, really, really wish it didn't. Now, beyond that, though, let's go ahead and, of course, sleep in the bed and see what Pauline has to say.
DK! DK! DK!
Pauline! Pauline! Pauline!
When we wake up, I want to do all the fun stuff. Let's take photos at the main gate and try a banana burger and... Guess I better get some sleep so I have the energy to do all the fun stuff. Yeah, let's sleep hard now so we can play hard later. Good night!
Party hard, Pauline, party hard. Anyway, let's go ahead and, you know, get where we're supposed to go. This over here is a Monkinoid. No, I am not kidding. It's called that name. It's basically blocking it. You're going to have to deal with it immediately. Trust me on this, it's not exactly the most fun thing in the world. And there it goes. And haha, I cannot see myself. You know what? I call for a celebration of... wrong button. I keep forgetting. Honestly, it's easy to make thumbnails for the LP now because I figured out how photo mode works. Yeah, unfortunately, I use that a lot in order to get the LP videos done because, to be honest, videos are good. You're free to feast. He will complain about the Muckaway blocking it. That's pretty much the only thing he does. I think there's another thing over here. There's a chest. Boom, boom, and there's a treasure map containing another map. Let's see what this is. Yep, I am glad I have not really avoided any treasure yet. So glad I am. So glad. Now, outright speaking, let's go climb up this immediately and climb up. Yeah, you pretty much don't have to worry about the Mucknoid if you really didn't want to. Honestly, it's fine.
Hey, let's stop by that little lion over there.
We will in a second, Pauline, but before we do that, though, I want to do something else. There is something over here, a machine. This sparkly water is, in fact, not water, but soda! No, I'm not kidding. It's actually soda-covered banana. A soda-infused banana. 3 more points and another skill point. 2 more to go, and then we can increase our strength up to 5. Honestly, soda-rich water is weird. But, what can you do about it? Hey, okay. You know what? Let's go in for that fossil over here, because it's right here, and I'm going to wrap it. Old tire, and in fact, there's a wall here. That's, well, false. You can actually go and check this out, and as you see, there is a banana over here. Go ahead and grab our banana that we richly deserve. Streams and salted banana. Before we head over to where we're supposed to go, of course, I want to take care of everything here now. Because believe me, you're going to definitely appreciate this in the future. So, challenge stage over here. Go grab it.
Battle face on.
Walpadoy times 10. And this is the best area to get access to CDs or chips. I am not kidding. There's so many enemies here that will take them down quickly. Now, outright speaking, activate Kong Bananza and punch. These Walpadoids are a joke to Kong Bananza. I'm not kidding. There we go. 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 And punch. Punch. Punch, 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 punch. There we go. There's a lot of chips here as well. If you want to restock on your chip counts, you can go here for this. Another skill point down. Let's go ahead into the cannon and exit. Food. Yes, let's go to the next part of the location. Now, there's a fossil here. Another one. Now, I'm going to big warning about this one. I hate it. You got to throw it in a weird way. There we go. See, you gotta throw it down. You cannot throw it up. The fossil actually will block it. So, yeah, not too fun. Beyond that, have fun in this area. It's pretty fun to do. Now, we're done with that. We got everything else I want to take care of out of the way for now. Let's go head north. As you see, there's a lion over here. Let's go talk to him. Come on, come on. Enjoy a perfect view of our banana burger production line from the observation deck. Actually, scratch that. Already forgot. We halted banana burger production because of all the muck, but we hate to leave our guests hungry. If you're willing, you can take a tour of the factory and help us resume production at the same time. Explore the grounds, ride some rides, and hit any burger switches you find along the way to start things back up. There are 5 burger switches in all. That's the first one. Let's go ahead and switch this off. Right? Haha, had to. That is very, very weird. Yes, you can actually go on there and you can actually check it out. Now, there's challenge stages and even a grotto nearby. I am not kidding. There's a bunch of things up in the beginning. There's vanadium roots over here, so we can actually check to see if there's items here. And there's actually a rare fossil down below. Grab this tulip, or rather, yeah, this is tulip. And you'll see another one of those cassette TVs. Gray tubes again, and we're good. Now then, honestly speaking, this part of the area, beginning, it does take around a little bit, but you'll be good to go. Okay. Let's go ahead and bust this open.
Let's do this.
Steady flow of salt. I'm not being salty, you're being salty. I had to. So, monkey it again, throw it there. Of course, it's pretty easy to deal with on your first trip. Now, I'm going to say this outright, just outright. Please make sure you can actually hit the mucketoid and not miss. It happens way too often, and please tell me. It's so bad when that happens. Come up here, climb all the way up, and if you go this way and, well, bust the wall, you find yourself the hidden banana in the stage. A secret salty snack. Fires up out of the cannon, it just sends you all the way back. And not kidding, it's not like the most fun thing in the world. Slinging the salt. Now, you could go through the muck, and I would recommend doing this because it's easier. Throw the salt, and you're good to go. However, these guys will also make more muck, but they're not exactly going to do anything. Hit them directly, and it automatically kills them. Ooh, another CD. I never get that lucky. Canyon Layer. I haven't seen Canyon Layer in so long. Whoa, boy. Okay. You bozo. You alright? You know what? Alright, you know what? You know what? You know what? Oh, another music CD. That's actually pretty good. Bramble Nest Bog. That's... Wow, that's lucky. I got 2 in the 1. Actually, in total, I have gotten 3 music CDs in the entire episode. Nothing the muck. That is skill point number 4. Now we have 1 more to go, and then we have level 5. Thank goodness, because you're going to need level 5 for multiple layers. If you veer to your right, you'll see a Grotone, and not any Grotone. This is a much hungrier Grotone. Feed it. In case you're wondering how much you're being fed, well, it's already been 1,000. And go once, go twice. You're at 2,000. What's that? He needs more? Oh, of course he does. He's such a growing Grotone. 3,000 to 4,000. Yeah, I'm not kidding. It's very expensive. And what's that? 5,000? Well, nearly. Yeah, it happens. A lot. A feast Grotone. Let's go ahead and, well, get the last bit of the Grotone out of the way, because honestly, we're going to need this one out of the way. The Hungry Feast Grotone. And last but not least, the Sated Grotone. Ah, yes. That's 3 bananas down. Now, we can technically go either direction. Does not matter which one you want to go. But let's go the traditional pathway of going left. Unlike Mario games where you go right. What do we do? This way to the cheesy zone. Yes, it's all about cheese. In fact, the walls themselves of this dang area are, in fact, look like cheese. Yeah, honestly, I love the whole theming of this place. It's pretty much one of my more part of the layer that I really like. But beyond that, though, it does have its quirks. I'll say outright when it comes down to the big boss of the area, it's, well, not that fun. I'll explain when we get there. But in the meantime, it's going to take like several episodes before we get there. Honestly, I'm going to try to get the burger done in this episode. Luckily, I've been procrastinating enough to actually go this way, but I think there's more fossils I want to grab. So that's why I'm, well, looking for them very often. There's a fossil over here, and there's even a bridge. This bridge only requires zebra and nothing else. However, one little problem with that theory, you can just climb up and you'll be good to go across. I don't know why they have a bridge there, but they do. Then it's a crater go round. Let's go ahead and get ourselves another getaway, and then we can go check out the crater ground after we hear what Pauline has to say about more of this layer. And the trusty tone is now here. And yeah, very interesting. You sleep now, DK. Sleep!
Hey, DK, you awake? I'm gonna borrow your necktie, okay? I wanna try this bad boy on. Just have to tie it like you do. So, Oh, is it like this? Oops, that's not it. Loop, then tuck, then... Oh, this is hard. I don't get it, DK. How do you tie this thing with those huge hands of yours? Fine, I give up. For now. Good night.
Oh, Pauline, don't you realize that only DK knows how to tie a tie? By the way, there's actually fruit over here that you want to grab, or rather, you want to grab, well, this fossil. Another old tire right here. 5 fossils down. We are getting closer and closer. Let's go to the merry-go-round. Now, it's an interesting one. Let's go talk to the line first before we get on this. This is our cheesy crater go round. Isn't it great? What's not so great is the icky things in there. We'd hit the burger switch, but we're too much of a scaredy cat. You call yourself a lion and you bring shame upon your people. I am so ashamed to know you. Zebra, climb up. Wallpenoids again. How typical. You can bust them up immediately, but it's easy to... Oh, geez. That's not good, because that CD's likely fallen in the muck. Now, there's salt here. You can get away with it immediately, grab it immediately, and then throw it. There's definitely a fossil in one of these. I would recommend waiting a little bit, then using this on the fossil. Because the fossil is a little bit important for me. I'm going to grab it anyway. And there we go. And, and in one of these doors, one that looks more purple than the others, is in fact the one that gives you chips. Yeah, it's different. And this one, on the other hand, is the one you're looking for. Whoa, hello. Let's go ahead and get ourselves out of this immediately. Oh, boy. Whoa, boy. And let's get out of this immediately and slam onto the switch. I gotta get my hands on a crappy patty. Sorry, Pauline. I was just interested in the banana. 5 points. Finally, punching power level 5. Or rather, level 4. Whatever. I don't know why it's called 5 when it's 4 when it should be called 5. But now that we're done with that, we can finally leave. Next up, that way. Now, technically speaking, you don't have to go on this bottom route at all to get to all the stops. In fact, this is the slower option. You can alternatively go on something else entirely when we get there. But before we do that, though, pauses right here and being taunted. I need it. That sign's only going to talk about, well, everything we did before, but beyond that... Oh, wait, I can actually grab it. Okay. You know what? Wait, why is he... Oh, right, the heat. The actual thing actually is so bad and hot that he sweats, but when he's far away enough, he's no longer sweaty. Let's go ahead and get that CD before I lose it, because honestly, I need it. CD. I'm gonna grab you. Poppy Kong battle. Wow, that's actually pretty impressive. That's rare, actually. Alright, we're done with that. I don't need to do this anymore. I'm out of this. Okay, there we go. Honestly, I just want that actual boss out of the way, and we're good. And as well as that. This is your easy way. This is the roller coaster. It'll take you on a lap around the whole factory. You can use ZL to disrupt at any point, which means you can pounce on whatever catches your eye. But going by foot is a casual thrill, and seeing the gates in order is better still. And there's even a map that shows you the entire landmarks of every location. Right now, we're at the merry-go-round, and the next mark is by the next area. However, More of these guys. I haven't seen these guys in a while since the Forest Lair. Yeah, they are not exactly the most fun in the world to deal with again. Honestly, I do not like them. So, yeah, not exactly the most bright thing in the world to deal with. And honestly, it's pretty my least favorite enemy. Hey, okay, you know what? There's an old tire underneath that one. That's why I went after it. There's even another one of these challenge gates. Let's go ahead and go to the Kingly Swings. And before we do that, though, let's go check this challenge stage out. The Trap-Filled Towers. Trap-Filled Towers, of course, by definition, is a trap. So, the walls, by the way... Wapadoids. No, I'm not kidding. There's a fake wall, by the way. These Wapadoids sometimes can actually carry, well, gold behind them. You can even kill them quickly to make this easier for some... Hey! Radiant Slayer, the Hiss Oasis. There we go. Took care of you, and wow, I'm getting a lot of music cities lately. I don't know what's with my luck lately. Now, if you bounce on the wall and break the wall entirely, as you see, there is, well, electricity. You can actually go ahead and walk around this wall and you're good to go. One of the walls, however, is fake. Use this wall, and this wall is actually going to lead you to where the hidden banana is located. Punch this out of the way, and as you see, another fake. However, if you grab a piece of terrain, and then you use, I believe it's this, there's something above, gold. Yes, you can get a bunch of gold here, and it's actually easier to go through. I recommend doing this so you can actually knock out the Wapadoids that are right in the honey itself. Believe me when I say this, the actual condiment down there is annoying to deal with if you don't have anything to stop it. Yeah. Hello, Wapadoid. Honestly, there's multiple Wapadoids. There's another one. Yeah, it's not too terribly fun. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna jump and then throw it. You're being so petty. Okay. Now, this muck here will slow you down no matter what, and it's not the most terrible fun. And it's very, very, very slow. Now, let's go ahead and, well, bust this banana that's right in front of us through the mauling walls. And then lastly, there is sand over here. There's Wapadoids that are faking it as well. This one right here. As you see, there's a banana over here as well. So, where do you think it is? Unfortunately, this is sand. It's the worst element in the game. I'm going to go ahead and bust this open because I really don't like this guy. Ah, yes. Now, if you want to make this easy, you can try to use Snake Bananza to get away with it, but it's not the easiest thing in the world to deal with. I'll be perfectly honest with all of you, it's not. Climb the wall, immediately keep shimmying quickly, and you're good. If you can tell where the wall is fake by just rolling past it. That's fake entirely, but there's also a fake wall that allows you to get access to where the hidden banana is located. Wow. To divide the forest path. Man, I'm getting lucky. Bust is open entirely and falls to the bottom. One part of the bottom wall is another one of these walls. If you go over here, another Wapadoid. Go under the Wapadoid and you see the hidden banana. Oh, banana, a wall all alone. It's okay, you lonely, lonely wall. I'll punch your lights out. I love doing that. Fire yourself out the cannon and you're back up to the top area where we were at before. Now, I hate climbing sand. This is my least favorite thing in the world. Okay. You want to be like that. Now, you can bust them up. I recommend you do so because it makes things a little much easier, but, what can you do? The wall is climbable after you get rid of the sand. But, to be honest, it's easier just to do it when you're climbing up the sand, and believe me, it's a lot easier. There's actually a lot of this wall that you can bust out immediately. Honestly, the amount of enemies that they throw in you is amazing. Ugh. Tickle my throat decided to mess with me. Another banana. Well, guess what that banana is? It's the end point. Sorry for randomly, muting my mic. Unfortunately, I've been having a coughing fit lately, and it's just not stopping for whatever reason. I will never know why. Now, you think we're halfway down this layer? Unfortunately, not so much. As you know fully well, the map did say we're, partway through it. Now, the next part of the location actually requires you to use a different Bananza transformation. Let's be able to get away here first before anything else. This will be a long one because I want to make up for what I did yesterday. And to be honest, it's not good that I had to make the episode short. Believe me, it's not. But I didn't really have much of a choice when it comes to the matters of it.
Hey, DK, are you awake? Did you notice how ostriches are even faster than zebras when they run? Wait, is it rude to point that out? Forget I said anything. They're both fast. Good night.
Pause the fact check. Yes, ostriches are faster than zebras. By 3 miles. I am not kidding. It's funny. Let's go ahead to the right before we actually go into what we need to do. There is, of course, this guy. We all know him. We all love him. The Smashing Toad. 30,000 meters of assault. They don't give us a banana. Okay, let's hear our stats immediately. We got a good amount of stats here. We have only 6,000 of it done. The Elephant Bananza makes it easy, but to be honest, I'd rather not recommend it. Switch again. More of this terrain. Not fun. If you want to make this easy, just use your Elephant Bananza and then suck it up. Believe me when I say this, it's easier than you may think. Alright, there we go. Small little bubbles do not matter in the slightest. Let's just get ourselves out of here and get ourselves our free banana. Oh, banana! Swifty smash over the oil lake. All those fats and oils, man, that's not delicious. Although, wait, no, it is totally delicious. Hey, look, it's a familiar face. Welcome, one and all. It's time for Quest Stones of Quizstone. Ready to begin? Here we go. What the grabbing object sits in the center of the Fractone's Disco Hall? It's a giant speaker. Ding ding ding, you got it! What a sound system, what a venue. We'll have to host one of our quizzes there someday, eh? Ha! Rolling right along, here comes our next question. What do the snakes create in their home lair? Well, they don't do anything but that, except they use lighting equipment. Ding ding ding, you got it! Hard to say how to decide on that specialty. It's hard light work, but it's still tipped the scales. Just one question left. Keep your wits sharp, cause here it comes. Which of these cannot be found within the feast layer? Each one of them. You can find fries, you can find soda. However, you cannot find a forest of nuggets. You got it. A burger tower, French fry mountains, and a fizzy soda pond. The feast layer is one big combo meal. Congratulations, you got them all right. What a fabulous prize for you. Here is your celebratory banana. Oh, banana feast quiz master. When it says master, it's not kidding. We have barely any more quizzes left. There's a lot left in this area, and there's even, as we know fully well, this guy. And this muck. This oily substance will eventually sink, and it's not going to be easy. So in order to stop it from sinking, you're actually going to have to lure these guys and keep hopping and prevent this from sinking. Believe me, it's not fun, and this guy will sometimes not follow you if you're not careful, and there's no way to make this easier. Just believe me, hopping and doing this repeatedly is not my most favorite thing in the world to deal with. It's so annoying, and if it falls down in the bottom, it's not gonna move. Let's just get him over here. There we go. We got him all the way over there. There's one piece down, 2 more to go. One banana. Ooh, I'm inside the banana. Ooh, I am the banana. Feast fragmentone recovery. Let's go in. Well, roll. This one's a little bit harder. As you see, he unfortunately has a case of, well, the wall being false. And they're both inside here. Now, this one is not fun. I hate this one. As you see, you can affect it, but I really recommend you making sure you jump repeatedly. Otherwise, it's not gonna be the most convenient way of jumping all. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, we can do this. I am not a frog. I am monkey. Almost had it. I was hoping to get the right timing. That is 2, and now we have finally reached the entirety of this one. You fragmentones today. At least we're done with this fragmentone. There's only a few more left to go, and you can actually reach this other side of the layer by simply going here. Gold. All right, whatever. this area is where you're supposed to go. Hey, what are you doing here? Excellent fishing spot. And there's even a cassette TV over here. Now, you can actually go this way to go, well, across the layer. Believe me, there's a lot of fossils here. There's even a sign here that says, the merits of banana and burger. A chance encounter led to something more. A miraculous merging of tastes. The combination of our favorite flavors is now celebrated throughout the land. We offer this combo meal to all people, transcending generations, transcending layers, with all of our hearts, for all time. Dramatic about a banana and a burger. Yep, that is Donkey Kong Bananza for you. Yep, it's weird like that. It's so weird. Old tire again. Yeah, the beginning of the part of the area has a lot of hidden secrets. Now it's all done with that. There's all the chips, and now we're back to square one, back at the very beginning. We don't need to do this here. Let's head back where we were at before, because there's no reason for me to stay there, or I can make this easy for myself and just skip travel back to where we were at before. And we are back. Now, interestingly enough, let's go grab some salt and get rid of the muck right here. Hey, muck. Bad muck. Bad muck. Covering the air vents. A lot of this area is going to be using your Ostrich Bonanza transformation. Yeah, I am not kidding. If you go with the roller coaster, you can actually try to get rid of them. But let's use Ostrich to fly up. Now, contrary to popular belief, you can grab salt and you can even use it to get rid of it while you're in flight. It's easy to do. And there we go. Hey, Monkadoid. Your fly's open. That is another cartoon TV set at times. It's pretty funny. Hello, muck. Honestly, that's easy. Let's grab terrain, and hello. That's a lot of gold. I needed that a little bit, but I don't want to bring the terrain yet. You're going to have to jump a little bit and make sure you're careful when you're hopping. Otherwise, you're going to fall down to the bottom, and it's not fun when you fall to the bottom. Also, you can run out of your Bonanza at any minute, so try not to. I say that, I'm about to run out of my Bonanza immediately. Great, DK. Yeah, not the most fun in the world. Hey, buddy. Give me this fruit. I need that. I desperately need that, actually. This melanin. Hey, look, a fossil. Yoink. I missed. I freaking failed. All I gotta do is aim above it, and I'll be good. Oh, come off it. You're really gonna do this to me now? Yep. That is hilariously sad. Will you please just... No, I will get you. I don't care what it takes. I will get you. You can change this entirely by just using Snake and Ostrich at the same time. Beyond that, I really don't want to deal with it. Okay, you know what? I keep missing too much. Too much missing. Not enough actual aiming. Duh. Excuse me, I'm an idiot. Shot me down. Hey, no. Drop, not... Let's grab another piece. Drop it down. Oh. Okay, you know what? No. Let's use Ostrich Bonanza and let's fly over. Let's aim at the muck. Got it. Okay, that was a waste of the entirety of it, but I really just wanted that thing over. Hey, Monkadoid, how's it going? Bye, Monkadoid. Yeah, not easy. There's another fossil down below, but you want to aim for that one. It's a little bit tricky. All you gotta do is this. Missed. Of course I did. I can't do this with the high ground, man. Oh. Seesaw, you're not helping in the least. Normally I'd be happy, but I am not. There we go. Got the old tire from the distance. Haha! Had to. I do not care for your logic. I replace it with my own. Now that we're done with that, I can finally go on this nice seesaw. Ah, yes. Such a peaceful, relaxing seesaw. Surely nothing bad will happen in about a few seconds. I should not have said that. I should have not have said that. Ostrich Bonanza, fly! Now! Please fly. I need to fly. More melon, of course. Salt over here with a lot of munchoids. Believe me, they're in the way. Hey, okay, you know what? Come here. That is 3 down. 2 to go. Whoa, buddy. Hey, look, I got him. Now, this is going to be tricky. There's a hidden banana all the way over there. Over yonder. It's not the easiest one to do. I missed. You know what? You know what? You know what? I didn't want to live anyway. Okay, DK, that's it. What the? Okay, you know what? I'm just going to wait my time, my sweet rear end time, and then just go with ostrich and fly. Let's go and get their melon back again. All right, there we go. Fly over immediately, and then land on this, and then you can basically choose to go back over this way again. Sheesh. I didn't want to waste my time with my Bananza transformation, but I don't have much of a choice. Whoa, 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 DK, why? Okay, you know what? That's not funny. Come here. Okay, you are very bothersome. Yeet. I missed. I freaking failed. No, you know what? I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. I will get this right. I don't care. I do not care. Muck. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna burn my butt, but it's fine. Yay, I got it. Up high in a sky container. I'm not kidding, it's a container. You cannot leave. Although, there is an opening over to the right. Yes, it's not a trap. Ah, thank goodness. I was hoping it wouldn't be a trap because, man, oh man, that would suck. Gold again, and that's pretty much all they wrote. Let's go ahead and get ourselves to the next switch because we're gonna need it. A lot of the switches have triple bananas in them. So you're gonna get a lot of points anyway. We are 2 more points shy.
2 more burger switches to go. Can't hide.
2 more burger switches still to go. Swinging through the kingly swings. Hoo-hoo. Let's go point out. I'm sorry, Pauline, I interrupted your sentence. There is a swimming pool down here. Believe me, it's fun. There is also a banana below. However, you cannot aim for it, no matter what. You need to drain the soda somehow. However, before we do that, let's actually go back. And then I believe, you know what? Simply because, for the sake of clarity and whatnot, I think we're going to end this off right here. Next time on Donkey Kong Bonanza, we will be getting the last 2 switches and finally getting to that burger and making it complete. I must have it. Yes. See you all next time.